the best of the week on Relevant Radio.
So anytime the mysteries of the Rosary seem to be growing stale, it's time to take a closer look at the events themselves and reflect anew on them. And that's why we're pleased to have with us again on the program today Father Daniel Klimek, who has offered some profound insights into different mysteries of the Rosary. And today we're setting our sights on the joyful mysteries. Father Klimek, glad to have you back here with us again on The Inner Life.
Thank you so much, Patrick. It's an honor to be back with you.
Let's go to Jackie calling in from Glenview, Illinois. Hello, Jackie. Welcome.
My question is, because my sister who is Protestant has quoted this passage, and I just happened to hear it on a Saturday Mass when somebody in the crowd said, "Blessed be the womb that bore you," but Jesus said, "Rather blessed be the ones that are observant." It's something that I'll never know how to answer back to my sister when she says, Jesus himself said, "Rather blessed be the ones that hear the word and observe it."
Okay,
how can I help my sister understand that?
Yeah, that's a great question. That is a verse that historically has been used by many of our Protestant brothers and sisters to make a anti-Marian statement, as if our Lord is somehow reducing or denigrating Our Lady. But that's not what he's doing in that statement. What he's doing is he's trying to get the woman to understand beyond her perception of what is important, because in her perception, what is important is a biological connection. This was your mother biologically, therefore blessed is he. But Jesus wants her to understand that beyond family ties, what is superior is the person who does the will of God and has a deep spiritual communion with the will of God. So he's trying to reframe that perspective for her to have a proper ordering to understand that. But what's ironic about that statement also, a type of holy irony, is that there's no one who had a greater obedience to the will of God among human creatures than Our Lady. So interestingly, he's actually implicitly elevating her in the passage. He simply wants to stipulate to the woman, what is it about Our Lady that makes her special? That it's not so much the biological connection that should take priority, but the deep spiritual surrender to God's will and love for God that should take precedence. So that's actually what Jesus is saying, and therefore it's actually a holy, ironic elevation of who Our Lady is, because of course she perfectly fulfilled God's will.
Very good. Jackie, thank you for the phone call and thank you for the question. It's an important question. When that gospel comes up, that's I was raised a Protestant, so those knocking on that door always comes whenever we hear this gospel passage, but I really appreciate your explanation, Father. Thank you so much for that. This entire episode of The Inner Life is on the Relevant Radio app. The Relevant Radio app is completely free and updated daily with fresh articles, podcasts, and prayers. Don't delay. Download the app today. And thanks for listening.